Judge Black became angry and ruled that my daughter be detained, and at least for 6 months, while they provide visits with the grandparents, and while they provide me with services that have no relation to me, and keep my daughter away from me in foster care where she is not doing well. He could not come up with a reason. He is stating psychologist reports that are so blatantly false that anyone reading them would discredit these reports immediately. He is stating that based on issues that were already gone over by the Superior Court of California in Sutter County, he's stating that their ruling means nothing. They're stating that he's going to re-rule in this case and say that, according to him, regardless of that they took my child in perfect health and perfectly happy, he's stating that he has extreme reason to believe that my daughter would be in danger. They're saying, based on that they have my other child, who they've been illegally proceeding to adopt since he was at most 5 months old, to my so-called father, that based on that they have my son, that they should have my daughter. Yes, and my son was taken from birth at the hospital. I've never had a chance to be with my son. My next step is to get in touch with the superiors. There is someone higher than Judge Black. There is someone higher than Commissioner Cloud, higher than Judge Kelsey. These are the 3 judges that I know to rule completely illegally in these cases. Somebody resides over them. Her name is Melissa Behringer, and apparently a lot of people have dealt with Melissa Behringer in the past. She has written up bizarre reports on anyone that she wants to. She has taken children away for plenty of reasons that don't exist. I apparently did too well on the test results, which proved that I was overly alert and paranoid and psychotic, that I did too well on their test. I don't think there is such a thing as overly alert when you're dealing with people breaking the law. Yeah.
There was no evidence of abuse or neglect, and I specifically asked him as he made his ruling if he would please make any kind of a finding that there had been any abuse whatsoever of this child, and he got up, picked up his papers, and turned his back to me and walked out of the courtroom. There was no evidence of any kind of abuse. We asked to tape record the proceedings, and we were denied the right to tape record, and the reason for the denial was ostensibly that there was a court reporter there, and we could get a transcript of the process. Of course, see, I'm even leery of the court. I have had many transcripts come from trials that don't even resemble what really went on in court. So I'm even suspicious of that. But I would hate to see what Melissa Behringer or Kathleen Taylor might have to say about me for being probably paranoid, delusional, and all of the other things that she's called Lisa Ann, and she's called these things. She said these things about her because she scored perfect scores on her math and block tests, which make her obviously psychotic and paranoidly over alert. That was her conclusion from the fact that she scored well on the test. In fact, I asked Judge Black, I said, well, I suppose, because he put a lot of weight on these tests, and so I asked Judge Black, I said, well, is it true that if she had scored poorly on these exams that she would have come out better? And he says, well, no, this isn't a pass-fail thing. So he said, well, you know, it's clear that from the final result that they said she's not psychotic. So there's nothing wrong with the report. I've forgotten what else I was going to say. I'm very upset about what happened today, and I'm not sure what my next step is, because this is not something I do on a regular basis. I'm normally suing the government after this happens and after we've had a good result. So what the next step is, I'm not sure. There has to be some appeal process, and you can bet that we're going to do it. I think that the system is right here. I would like to know how many times they have not sustained the allegations in a petition, and not gone along with Child Protective Services. I would be willing to bet it's almost never. And it would be something that would be very interesting for you guys to find out if, in fact, they have ever gone against CPS's recommendation.
Hi, this is Patrick Lamb.